Good morning from Vercorin. Behind me is Swiss Peak Resorts, where I have been staying here, and that there is the gondola building. Absolutely perfect location. And before I start this resort review, I have a couple of thank yous to say. So I would just like to say I really appreciate Sierre Tourism for organising this for me. They haven't asked me to post anything. They basically just said come and enjoy it. So enjoy it is what I've been doing here for the last couple of days in Vercorin, and today is all about showing you around. But before I do that, there is just one last thank you, and that is for Ian Martin of the Ski Podcast. He is the one who connected me with the tourist board here in Switzerland and set up this accommodation. So Ian, I thank you. And if you guys are interested in listening to me talk about Vercorin and the Magic Pass over on the Ski Podcast, the link is in the description. Anyway, let's go ski.
Another night, I fall in your sight. Your new eyes cut sharp like a knife. Take a moment and look all around you. I don't want you caught off guard or alarmed when I come for you. I need you to know that I would never walk away.
So this chairlift behind me, the Tracui Mont Major chairlift, has been introduced about a year ago by Vercorin. It replaces two long surface lifts, so thank you Vercorin, and it's great to see that they're investing in the ski area. Okay, so I'm up here at the highest accessible lift point in Vercorin. The runs down from here are absolutely beautiful. The north-facing aspect and the quality of snowmaking here is making this place an absolute joy to ride. In total, Vercorin has 35 kilometers apiece, but it doesn't quite tell the whole story. There's little pockets to be found off to the side of the piece and through the trees. Let's go and explore. If your thought process is telling you that Vercorin's 35 kilometers of trails is not enough, well, I hear you, but let's stop that thought process right now, because Vercorin is centrally located to a load of other fantastic ski resorts, all available on this same lift pass, the Magic Pass. You are only 20 minutes drive from the resorts of Grimentz and Zinau, a similar drive from St. Luc-Chandelin, and even 40 minutes from Sierre and Crans-Montana. That means that Vercorin is centrally located and makes the perfect base for a Magic Pass ski holiday if you intend to visit more than one resort on your trip. Okay, so here in Vercorin, your main lift is going to be the gondola. It takes you from the village, everyone's going to have to take it. Village is about 1,300 meters and drops you up there at about 2,300 meters. I've already spoken to you about the brand new 4-man chair. That's a great introduction from Vercorin. And the other thing that you're going to find are little surface lifts, just like this one. This one accesses the beginner's run, which is just over there. So that's quite nice terrain to learn on. and it also accesses the park, which is over behind me here. Let's go and have a look at the park. Vercorin has a small terrain park. In fact, I don't really know the full extent of it because it's currently still under construction. There is a really nice area for young kids, like a fun run with little loops to ride through and hands to high five. But in the main part of the park, there are a couple of small jumps, a ride on box, a jump on rail, and there is more under construction. It'll be really interesting to see Vercorin later in the season after this park is completely constructed. I'm here riding in Vercorin midweek, as you can probably tell from the lift lines or lack of them. How this resort is at the weekend, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty certain, despite its location close to Sierre and to Sion, you can have most of the runs to yourself if you visit Vercorin Monday to Friday. One of my favourite things about Vercorin is you can ride from here, just near the top of the gondola, all the way down to the base area. That's 1,000 metres of vertical drop in one run. Depending on your ability, you can link up blues and reds to get yourself down to the bottom, and it's a nice continuous run. If you'd like to check it out, links on screen, but for now, let's keep riding. One of the things that Vercorin is doing really well is, like this one just behind me, they are covering the whole resort in snow cannons. With the base down at 1,300 metres, it's really important to back up that natural snowfall with some of this artificial stuff. It means that riding top to bottom is still possible. Okay, so that's a wrap from here in Vercorin. I have really enjoyed this resort, and Vercorin is one of those resorts that just highlights the absolute beauty of the Magic Pass. Would I have come to Vercorin based off terrain stats alone? No. Have I had a great time here? Yes. It's a perfect resort for families, especially with the varied terrain, some really nice beginners runs. Most of the terrain here is best suited to intermediates, and a couple of advanced runs as well. There is plenty of off-piste that you can get your teeth into if the conditions are right, and I think that I would rate this resort highly, and it's one that I probably wouldn't have visited. Isn't that just the beauty of skiing and snowboarding? Around the world, there's all of these smaller resorts that we haven't quite heard of that are absolutely fantastic. If you're thinking of coming to Vercorin, I would recommend 3-4 days for most people. However, if you want to combine it with the other resorts nearby, like mentioned earlier, St. Luc, Griments, Crans-Montana, Onzère, all within driving distance or accessible via public transport, you could definitely make 1 to 2 weeks ski holiday here, and this is a central base to all of those ski resorts. So thanks again to those of you who are watching this series. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions about Vercorin or any of the other resorts, be sure to let me know in the comments, and I will see you next week with another video.